What is spiritual living? Boy, if you go out there and you start looking at the world today, everyone's got a different definition of spiritual living. Some people say, be in a monastery and meditate. Go to Sedona, there's spirituality. Santa Fe. Go into the Himalayas. Go into a Buddhist temple. Go into a Hindu temple, a Christian church. Sacred places, sacred sites, spiritual journeys. Come, let's go to Bali together. That's all nice stuff. But I think you're really missing the point. Here's the key thing from my perspective. You're always with yourself, no matter where you go. So the real spiritual journey is the journey of how you see life. I truly believe that the spiritual journey is every moment. It is awakening to the idea and being fully present in every moment, observing it, fully experiencing everything about it without attachment. You see that? What we do is we may fully experience things, but we're attached to it being this way or that way. And that attachment causes us ecstasy or pain. But spiritual living is not about the ego. It's not about emotions. It's not about physicality. Spiritual is seeing it through the perspective of the infinite, of the divine. And what does it see? It sees perfect balance, doesn't it? The divine doesn't judge. Here's another quickie. Love doesn't judge. So, if spirituality and love are the same, then there should be no judgment in living a spiritually centered life. Toby's part of my spiritual journey. He mumbles a lot. He does talk, but he knows how to communicate by looking at me, by his posture. If I'm in the morning and I've got my coffee out, for example, Toby will get up on his cage, perch up and look at me. In other words, bring me the cup. I want to drink a couple sips. Or if I'm eating something, he gives me a look. It's an energetic thing. But you wouldn't know it if you weren't fully present. It's not good or bad how he does it. It's that he does it and I recognize it. I observe. So we have a spiritual connection. We built that connection over 42 years we've been together. Hell, I've been together with my bird longer than most people have been with their marriage. And I've been with my marriage now 51 and a half years. The bird's second in my life to my wife, then my oldest son, then my younger son. But you see, Toby was restless this morning, and I felt that. That's why he's on my shoulder right now. Because I want to experience all of life. And sometimes having a pet gives you a great experience of life. I'm not attached to whether he's with me. I'm not attached to whether people like him. I really don't care. I'm doing it because it's an energetic vibrational match. And that's true about everything. Our preferences, when we're feeling our preferences, we're not living spiritually. We're living ego-driven. That's a hard one to grasp, and that's why I'm throwing it out. It takes a long time to really grasp that. Think, if you could live your life without attachment, without preference, what would your life be like? If you could live your life without attachment or preference, what would your life be like? Being able to fully experience something and letting it go, immediately letting it go. not taking it forward. It would be a life of not judgment. Now, there's going to be some judgment in there, though, isn't there? Because there has to be for you to have an experience. To feel contrast, there's got to be judgment. With no judgment, no contrast. It's almost impossible to live that way. But if you just feel the emotion, feel the sensation, and then let it go, then you're fully to do it in the next moment. I pretty much think that's about the best you can do. I don't know that we fully transcend in the human body and become totally enlightened and live totally enlightened all the time. I don't believe that's possible. Are you saying not to want preferences? I would say know that you have preferences and know that those preferences are causing you your joy and your sorrow. Also notice that your preferences are not allowing you to experience all of life, because what your preferences are will cause you to focus. How you focus is what you see. And if you only look at life through what you focus, you're going to be missing 99.99999% of life that's happening around you. Yeah, it's hard to override complete judgment. I think it's impossible. Maybe in a moment, but not all the time. That's why it's called a spiritual journey. It's not spiritual attainment. It's a spiritual journey. And here's the key thing. You can have people around you that love and support you as you're on your journey, but it's your journey. It's a journey of you, of realizing you do it. It's your focus, and no one else can do it for you. With that, everyone, thank you for listening today. Toby and I say much love and make it a great day, simply because you can.